I believe we must seize this momentum of rising interest in Taiwan and its future on university campuses, outside academia, across the United States, and globally.
And we are now at a pivotal moment in history. As the world undergoes profound transformation, Taiwan stands at the forefront of shaping its future. Thanks to our technological innovations, robust institutional framework, and forward-looking policies.
Taiwan has completely flipped the script. Having dealt with COVID better than virtually anybody, Taiwan's economy has been roaring ahead with a tailwind of a world-beating technology sector. Last year, Taiwan passed Japan in terms of per capita GDP and has amassed the second largest stock of private wealth in Asia after Singapore.
And little did I know before I do this research that there's one thing that also potentially could hurt this child or teenager's mental health, and that is where we are, it's the schools.
But the number one reason for startups to be based in Taiwan, if you were to ask them, it's never because Taiwan's the best place to build my next startup, and that's hopefully something we can change.
In general, I would say Asian entrepreneurs sometimes are much less risk tolerant than the ones in Silicon Valley. They're also not necessarily as forgiving if they do fail, right? Countries like Taiwan, if you have a failed startup, that might be almost like a scarlet letter on your chest, right?
We have this entrepreneurial mindset. So what that means is that a lot of the students there, they don't want to just pursue, I guess, like traditional jobs. They want to start something of their own. And this goes also into this, I guess, risk-taking mindset that Matthew was talking about on the previous panel, where we're encouraged for failures. Like, it's to not be afraid to fail, because that's when you learn the most. And I guess that goes into Stanford's like startup culture.
And I think that this Taiwan program can be a great first step to many subjects we talk about. I would love to see more like student exchange program.
So in the 1950s, after the dust has sort of settled, right, on both sides of the Taiwan Strait, the conversation about character simplification begins again on both sides of the strait. In 1950, the PRC government also begins to discuss character simplification. But once this becomes law in 1956 in the PRC, all discussion in Taiwan ceases. Okay? It's just simply shut down. It becomes political anathema, and the lines between simplified as a PRC policy and traditional as an ROC policy become set in stone.
Today I'm presenting the topic on Taiwanese diaspora in the United States during World War II through the experience of an individual named I.G. Tsai. When I was reading through his personal and family writings, I realized that at some point during World War II, he was asking the exact same question that I started out this research, which was best epitomized in a petition letter that he sent to the Secretary of State in 1945, in which he asked, "What is the attitude of the United States government toward Chinese Formosians living in this country? That is, does the United States government consider the Chinese Formosians as friendly aliens as the Koreans in this country are considered?"
The main problem or the driver of low fertility in Taiwan is actually the rapid rise of never married population, especially during the late 20s and early 30s. So then you will be wondering, are these unmarried people, are they partnered or not? About 60 to 70%, 2/3 of them say that they don't have a partner, whether it's a stable partner or a dating partner. They are just unpartnered. Existing policies overemphasize financial subsidies and other work-family support to married couples. Basically, 95% of the policies are for married couples, but they fail to address the needs and life experiences of single young adults.
It is imperative to create a body of global experts on Taiwan and deepen our understanding of its people, culture, society, history, innovations, and role on the world stage across multiple disciplines and from a comparative lens.